Hey, Mr. Allen here with another installation of Inside Out and Back Again by Thanha Lai. Today we'll be reading from Another Tent City all the way through The Outside. So this is pages 107 to 138 in the physical book. We're flown to another tent city in humid, hot Florida, where alligators are shown as entertainment. The people in charge bring in Saigon famous singers to raise refugee spirits, but faces keep twisting with worries. For a family to leave, an American must come to camp and sponsor a family. We wait and wait, but mother says a possible widow, three boys, and a pouty girl make too huge a family by American standards. A family of three in the tent to our left gets sponsored to Georgia. The couple to our right goes to South Carolina. Newcomers leave before us. Mother can barely eat, while Brother Kwong picks the skin at his elbows. I don't mind being here. My hair is growing as I've become dark and strong from running and swimming. Then by chance, Mother learns sponsors prefer those whose applications say Christians. Just like that, Mother amends our faith, saying all beliefs are pretty much the same, July to early August. A man comes who owns a store that sells cars and wants to train one young man to be a mechanic. He keeps holding up one finger before picking Brother Kwong, whose studies in engineering impress him. Mother doesn't care what the man came looking for. By the time she is done staring, blinking, wiping away tears, all without speaking English, our entire family has a sponsor to Alabama. Our sponsor looks just like an American should. Tall and pig-bellied, black cowboy hat, tan cowboy boots, cigar smoking, teeth shining, red in the face, golden hair. I love him immediately and imagine him to be good-hearted and loud and the owner of a horse. Part 3, Alabama. Unpack and repack. We're giddy when we get off the airplane. Our cowboy who never takes off his tall, tall hat delivers us to his huge house where grass spreads out so green it looks painted. Stay until you feel ready. We smile and unpack the two outfits we each own. One look at the cowboy's wife, arms, lips, eyes contorted into knots, and we repack. We sit and sleep in the lowest level of our cowboy's house, where we never see the wife. I must stand on a chair that stands on a tea table to see the sun and the moon out a too high window. The wife insists that we keep out of her neighbor's eyes. Mother shrugs. More room here than two mats on a ship. I wish she wouldn't try to make something bad better. She calls a family meeting. Until you children master English, you must think, do, wish for nothing else. Not your father, not our old home, not your old friends, not our future. She tries to mean it about father, but I know at times words are just words. Brother Kwong says add an S to nouns to mean more than one, even if there's already an S sitting there. Glass, glasses. All day I practice squeezing hisses through my teeth. Whoever invented English must have loved snakes. American chicken. Most food our cowboy brings is wrapped in plastic or pushed into cans, while chicken and beef are chopped and frozen. We live on rice, soy sauce, canned corn. Today our cowboy brings a paper bucket of chicken, skin crispy and golden, smelling of perfection. Brother Coy recoils, vowing to never eat anything with wings. Our cowboy bites on a leg and grins to show teeth and gums. I wonder if he's so friendly because his wife is so mean. We bite. The skin tastes as promised, crunchy and salty, hot and spicy. But Mother wipes the corners of her mouth before passing her piece into her napkin. Brother Vu gags. Our cowboy scrunches his brows, surely thinking, why are his refugees so picky? Brother Quang forces a swallow before explaining, we are used to fresh killed chicken that roamed the yard, snacking on grains and worms. Such meat grows tight in texture, smelling of meadows and tasting sweet. I bite down on a thigh, and I might as well bite down on bread soaked in water. Still, I force yum yum sounds. I hope to ride the horse our cowboy surely has. Green mats of grass in front of every house. Vast windows in front of sealed curtains, cement lanes where no one walks. Big cars pass not often, not a noise. Clean, quiet, loneliness. Add an S to verbs acted by one person in the present tense, even if there's already an S sound nearby. She chooses, he refuses. I'm getting better at hissing, no longer spitting on my forearms. Our cowboy, in an even taller hat, finds us a house on Princess Anne Road, pays rent ahead 3 months. Mother couldn't believe his generosity until Brother Quang says the American government gives sponsors money. Mother is even more amazed by the generosity of the American government until Brother Quang says it's to ease the guilt of losing the war. Mother's face crinkles like paper on fire. She tells Brother Quang to clamp his mouth shut. People living on others' goodwill cannot afford political opinions, she says. I inspect our house. 2 bedrooms, one for my brothers and one for Mother and me. A washing machine, because no one here will scrub laundry in exchange for a bowl of rice. The stove spews out clean blue flames, unlike the ashy coals back home. What I love best, the lotus pod shower, where heavy drops will massage my scalp as if I were standing in a monsoon. What I don't love, pink sofas, green chairs, plastic cover on a table, stained mattresses, old clothes, unmatched dishes. All from friends of our cowboy. Even at our poorest, we always had beautiful furniture and matching dishes. Mother says to be grateful. I'm trying. As soon as we have an address, Mother writes all the way to the north, where Father's brother anchors down the family line in their ancestral home. It's the first time Mother has been allowed to contact anyone in the north since the country divided. It'll be the first time Father's brother learns of his disappearance. Unless Father has sent word that he's safe after all. I shiver with hope. Always an exception. Do not add an S to certain nouns. 1 deer, 2 deer. Why no S for 2 deer, but an S for 2 monkeys? Brother Quang says, no one knows. So much for rules. Whoever invented English should be bitten by a snake. I study the dictionary because grass and trees do not grow faster just because I stare. I look up Jane, not listed. Seize, to eyeball something. Spot, a stain. Run, to move really fast. Meaning, blank, eyeball, stain, move? I throw the dictionary down and ask Brother Kwong. Jane is a name, not in the dictionary. Spot is a common name for a dog. So, a girl named Jane sees a dog named Spot. Run. I can't read a baby book. Who will believe that I was reading Not Lin? But then, who here knows who he is? Nay, not he. Brother Kwong is tired of translating. Our sponsor takes me to register for school alone. As my personal cowboy for the day, he will surely let me ride his horse. I start to climb into his too tall truck, but his 2 fingers walk in the air. This means I'm to walk to school. Turn right where flowers big as dinner plates grow strangely blue. Turn left where purple fluffy wands arch on tall bushes inviting butterflies. Sweat beads plump up on my cowboy's upper lip. My armpits embarrass me. I must remember to not raise the reins high. We walk and walk on a road where the horizon keeps extending. Finally, we stop at a fat red brick building. Paperwork, paperwork, with a woman who pats my head while shaking her own. I step back, hating pity, having learned from Mother that the pity giver feels better, but never the pity receiver. On the walk home, I take a deep breath, forcing myself to say, "You? Horse? Hee, hee, hee. I go, go." My personal cowboy shakes his head. I repeat myself and gallop. He scrunches his face. I say horse, and he, until my throat hurts. We get home. Brother Kwong has to translate after all. No, Mr. Johnston doesn't have a horse, nor has he ever ridden one. What kind of a cowboy is he? To make it worse, the cowboy explains, horses here go neigh, not he. No, they don't, I say. Where am I? Some verbs switch all over just because. I am, she is, they are, he was, they were. Would be simpler if English and life were logical. Starting tomorrow, everyone must leave the house. Mother starts sewing at a factory. Brother Kwong begins repairing cars. The rest of us must go to school, repeating the last grade left unfinished. Brother Vu wants to be a cook or teach martial arts, not waste a year as the oldest senior. Mother says one word: college. Brother Coy gets an old bicycle to ride, but Mother says I'm too young for one, even though I'm a 10-year-old in the 4th grade when everyone else is 9. Mother says worry instead about getting sleep, because from now on, no more naps. You will eat lunch at school, with friends. What friends? You'll make some. What if I can't? You will. What will I eat? What do your friends eat? But what will I eat? Be surprised. I hate surprises. Be agreeable. Not without knowing what I'm agreeing to. Mother sighs, walking away.